Hello guys, in today's video we're going to check out the best budget cameras in 2020. I made this list based on my personal opinion and are trying to list them based on their price, quality, durability and more. If you want to see their price and find out more information about them, you can check out the links in the description below. If you'd like to win one of these products, make sure you watch the whole video, click the like button and comment the hidden word found in this video. Number 5. Nikon Coolpix B500. We've got the Nikon Coolpix B500. It's a great camera that's not expensive and provides amazing picture-taking experiences. It has many great features that'll make you take a look at this excellent camera. It delivers a range of shooting modes, but you cannot control it manually. It provides great image quality with a maximum resolution of 4608 by 3456p. It has a 16.0 1/2.3-inch BSI CMOS sensor, and the lens has a 40x zoom range that extends from a super wide 22.5mm to 900mm at the telephoto end. The images are very detailed, provide nice saturation and vibrant colours. The flash on the Coolpix B500 has 4 settings: fill flash, auto, auto with red eye reduction, and slow sync. The sensitivity settings on the Coolpix B500 range from ISO 125 to ISO 6400 at full resolution. The autofocus modes include center, manual AF selection, face priority, target finding, and subject tracking AF options. This camera uses contrast detect autofocus, and when it comes to the shutter speed, the fastest available shutter speed when using this camera is 1/1500th of a second. But you can get 1/14,000th of a second if you use the continuous high-speed shooting mode. It has built-in NFC, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth Low Energy. This camera is powered by AA batteries and has an amazing battery life. It also can record full HD videos with stereo sound. The Nikon Coolpix B500 is one of the best budget ultra-zoom dirge cameras in the market today. It offers many amazing features and provides excellent picture quality. So make sure that you check this camera out before you make your final decision. Number 4. Sony RX100. The Sony RX100 features a handsome-looking matte black painted ultra-compact body that was crafted using plastic and aluminium, hence it's lightweight enough to offer you an exceptionally convenient experience regardless of the amount of time you've spent on shooting images. Furthermore, on the top plate of its body you'll notice that the control button layout is really well made, since each button is placed in an intuitive fashion with the intention to allow the photographer to access them quickly and effectively anytime he or she wants. In the middle, there's a fairly large 3-inch 1229K dot screen, which is surely one of the biggest highlights regarding this camera, due to the fact that it's bright and capable enough to distribute crystal clear visuals regardless of your viewing angle. Speaking of performance, the RX100 utilizes a 1-inch 20.1-megapixel Exmor CMOS sensor, an impressively fast continuous shooting rate of 10 FPS, 25.AF high-speed Bionz X image processor that ensures a fabulous performance even in low light, and a native ISO range that stretches from 125 to 6400, which can be expanded up to 25,600. Obviously, at higher ISO ranges, the amount of noise is getting more prominent, and that's why I'd advise you not to push the ISO limits of the camera, because the noise does really overcome the image quality. Last but not least, the RX100 records 1080p videos at 60 FPS, and honestly, I personally like the footage quality because it's filled with numerous well-defined details and strong color accuracy, and I really think that you'll like it as well. Number 3. Sony Alpha A6000. The Sony A6000 is available in multiple colours, starting from the black painted edition, which I'm currently reviewing, but you can also switch and choose one of the silver, white and graphite coloured edition if you prefer a different colour combination. However, keep in mind that each of them looks fantastic, and I doubt that you'll ever be disappointed. At the centre, a 3-inch 821K dot tilting LCD screen is sitting, and what's cool about it is you'll have an option to tilt it upwards and downwards. However, the downward angle is limited to around 45 degrees, but still it's better than having a fixed screen, right? The visuals are really good though, and I'm sure you'll find the screen super useful for capturing photos and recording videos. Performance-wise, the Sony A6000 is running on a Bionz X image processor that dramatically improves the camera's ability to produce quality images and videos. But let's not forget its continuous shooting rate of 11 FPS, the 179-point phase detection AF sensor, its 24-megapixel APS CMOS sensor, and its ISO range that stretches from 100 to 25,600, which all work closely together to help you achieve what people call the best picture. Namely, at ISO 1600 the picture looks really good and the noise levels are set to the minimum. Hence, although they exist, they aren't heavily pronounced to decrease the image quality. At ISO 400 you can recognize a bit of smoothing, but you'd have to really focus to recognize it, whereas starting from ISO 3200 to 6400, noise starts to progress and reaches its peak at ISO 25600. Finally, the Sony a6000 records 1080p videos at 60 or 24 FPS, and although the footage is crisp, the G7's 4K capability will undoubtedly offer you better performance and results. Therefore, the G7 wins the race in this aspect. Number 2. Nikon D3500. Moving on, we have another great product by Nikon, the D3500. This one is a great camera that offers amazing features along with excellent picture quality. It's very easy to use and feels very comfortable in the hands. I should also mention that the battery life of the D3500 is just amazing and can take up to 1,550 shots. It has many other superb features that you might want to look at. It's a light, small camera and capable as well, and it offers a lot. It has a beautiful design and it has a redesigned button layout on the rear that handles well the accidental pressing of buttons that you didn't mean to. This camera has a 24.2 megapixel APS-C CMOS sensor and an ISO range of 100 to 25,600. It can shoot continuously at 5 frames per second and is capable of full HD 1080 by 60 pixel video shooting. It has plenty of picture control options. There are 7 modes: vivid, standard, monochrome, neutral, landscape, flat and portrait. The noise performance is very good too on this one. It has many other great features that you should check out. When it comes to battery life, this camera has one of the best battery lives. It can last you for days if you shoot through the optical viewfinder. In conclusion, I'd like to say that this camera does a great job for beginners and for everyone who likes DSLR cameras. You should check it out and see if it fits your needs. Number 1. Canon EOS Rebel T7. One of the best budget cameras in 2020 is the Canon EOS Rebel T7. This camera is the predecessor for the EOS 1300D that we talked about before, and it comes with all the improvements that make it a perfect camera for your needs. So, let's check it out. The Canon EOS Rebel T7 might have a plastic build overall, and it hasn't changed much in terms of design, but it has all the good features of its predecessor. For example, the super deep hand grip that has some nice texture to it. One of my favourite things about this camera is that it has a great body balance and works great even when combined with super heavy telephoto lenses. The autofocus system is the same as on its predecessor, the classic but exceptional 9-point autofocus system that's done wonders and will continue to do so. The most important thing about this camera is its amazing 24.1 megapixel APS-C CMOS sensor that delivers some exceptional detail. The noise is controlled perfectly and the dynamic range is perfect overall. The best for its price. Buying guide. Firstly, lenses. There are several attributes that differentiate a camera from good to great, and the lens is perhaps the most important one. A camera that lets you swap lenses gives you different creative options to choose from. While some point-and-shoot cameras on the high end have very good optics, they can't compete with the versatility of interchangeable lenses. Secondly, lens compatibility. As a beginner, you might not think much about this since you probably buy a DSLR packed with a kit lens. However, once you start progressing a bit in your hobby, you'll see that your starting sensor won't be enough. For the very same reason, the majority of recommended beginner cameras come from manufacturers that have a wide range of lenses, such as Nikon, Canon and Sony. These are the big three, and if you stick within these, you'll be well off and progress a great deal on your beginner camera. On top of that, when you upgrade your camera, you'll already have a lot of lenses in your arsenal. And thirdly, ergonomics and ease of use. Another thing that's overlooked in beginner DSLRs is ergonomics and the overall ease of use. For example, you won't be able to enjoy properly a camera that has millions of features, controls and a heavy body as a beginner, despite costing a heavy price. So as a beginner, it's better to stick to lighter, smaller cameras with great ergonomics and easy to understand controls and functions. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you found it helpful, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this in the future. If you have any questions related to these products, you can leave a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.